So now let's take a look at the weekly planner. For me, this is really where the rubber hits the road. I like to do these on Friday afternoons. Some people do on Sundays. Do whenever you want. Just kind of look at the week ahead and a little bit of the week that just went by to see what's going on. So if I were to have done this a few days ago, and actually I did in my proper one, it would be January 4 through 10, 2021. And the date, I like to actually pick the date. So again, sort properly later and add an end date of the 10th. So January 4 through 10. And let's open it up. And so in here, there's only that date at the top. There's not much, but we have this template that's pretty powerful here. And again, like with the daily, you can download that template, play with it yourself. And certainly I would encourage you to customize it yourself. Let's open this up again, open this page to see what all we have. So first we have the weekly big three. What are the main three things you want to accomplish this week? Publish Notion course. You may have some other things. Next we have the daily. Now, this gets a little tricky. We're going to spend a little time filtering. It's pre-filtered, but not accurately. We want to filter to be just the 5 weekdays is the way I have this set. So I have actual day is on or after, and then actual day is on or before. So I'm going to have it on or after the 4th through on or after the 8th, just Monday through Friday. And again, it doesn't pull in anything because I haven't made my daily pages. This is usually when I make the daily pages versus going in and making them later. So we'll click on New. And we'll make this, and actually I usually put the day of the week too, just for quick reference. So Monday, January 8th. And then I can fill in the big three and do the daily schedules, do all that kind of stuff I want there. What I also do is add a cover. The cover, often I will do as just a solid color, but maybe a logo from something important happening that day or whatever you want to do. And then change this to properties to show the cover instead. But however you want to handle that. So I'll have Monday, build it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in here. And this is where I'll spend some time going through each day, figuring out my goals for the day, making the task list pull in correctly. Just kind of start adding any events in there. Spend some time on each day the week before. This is where it's nice to put in events like the call with a client next week. If I see it on Friday, I can reach out to them then, make sure we're still good, kind of work through day by day there. I pull in all the tasks for this week. So again, pull in your task database if you have one, however you want to handle that. Maybe you just delete this section, have tasks elsewhere. That's fine. I have a high-level calendar I'll often pull in just with big events. I've not populated this lately, but again, if you have that kind of thing, I could say, all right, anything high-level that's supposed to happen this week. And this is where I'll put big conferences and events and birthdays and just kind of things. I'll look way out, kind of see where things are, and I'll pull in a few high-level things just so I can see what's going on. And then here comes the weekend. So daily, 2 more daily cards, the same as the other, but just for the weekend. So I'll filter this to be on or before Saturday, or on or after Saturday, on or before Sunday. And again, just build 2 more cards here. This would be Saturday, January 10th. Again, we'll give it a cover of some kind. And I encourage you, of course, then to pull in the daily schedule, which is a lot simpler on weekends. I've considered making a different one on weekends because they tend to be different, but I usually still have some tasks and I want to do some of my rituals, so it still works out pretty well for me. And here you can choose whether to see the stuff there, which is more useful, or choose to show the page cover, which is more pretty and less useful. So that's up to you there. And then I work through just last week. Okay, I want to go through adding events from last week that I forgot about to tasks, any workouts next week. I like to kind of go to my Google Calendar, kind of figure out where I'm going to work out, and any carpooling I need to do for school or dance with the kids. Go through and list my biggest wins. I publish this. We landed a client, whatever's happy there. I look at last week's big three and see what happened. So if I'd said last week, perhaps I said publish Notion course. Well, it's not published yet, but I've worked on it a good bit. So I'd say maybe 20%. And land a client. Yeah, we actually landed 2. So I nailed that one. And then exercise consistently. I did pretty well. So we'll go 75%. It's just an internal review so I can see how I did on the big 3 from last week. And I just pull those by looking at last week's big 3 at the top here. So this is the things that should be focused on this week, getting done. And then kind of work through what worked and what didn't, and what we improve, start or stop based on the above. So it's kind of a way to kind of look back at last week, process things, but also start getting the next week set up. And then the beautiful thing is here, because I've started building the days, if I go to the daily planner, those days will now be in here for me, and they should already be about ready. So on Monday the 8th, I will open it up and just kind of live here because I've already built it out over the weekend. It should be ready to go, and it makes for a good way to handle the week.